Hello my lovelies, it is a new month and I thought it'd be a perfect time to kick off the month with a kind of positive, hopeful video in which I discuss a couple of books that I hope will be 5-star predictions. I haven't done one of these videos in quite some time, but you know, it was staring at me in the face and I was like, yes, let's go for it. Now these are books I have spoken about already a little bit on the channel in the form of library books and what I'm hoping to get to over these summer months. So if you don't want to hear any more about those, then you know, feel free to skip until the actual reviews for them come out. But I want to get hyped, I want to get excited for these stacks of books, even more so than I already am, and kind of give myself more of a commitment to reading them to see if they really do reach the 5-star prediction. So that's the idea behind putting this little list together. I have a selection from that library summer TBR of 4 books that I think are ones that are going to hit me the hardest, I'm going to enjoy the most, and that I think are going to stay with me the longest. So let's start off with Where Are You From? No, Where Are You Really From? By Audrey Osler. This is what I'm currently reading, and it's basically a memoir with a kind of look or a style of ancestry, and it's about Britain's relationship with their, at the time, colonies. So it's mainly about the Singapore relationship with Britain, and the lady Audrey Osler is going back and kind of delving into her family history, talking and discussing about interracial relationships, and just to learn more about her heritage and stereotyping when her family moved over and begun their family in Britain, and kind of what that meant for her growing up. I'm really enjoying this one so far. I found an audiobook version of it on Audible that I think I'm going to spend this month or last month's credit on, just to kind of hear the author's voice, but I am already halfway through. It's very easy reading. I enjoy the way that it's being written and spoken about. It's very user-friendly, I guess you could say, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. Next up is a middle grade. This is Crater Lake by Jennifer Killick. I feel like this is an author, if I enjoy this one, which will most likely be the first one I pick up by her, that I will go back and read almost everything by her. The library has quite a load of her books in, and this just seems like so much fun and the perfect time to read it now. It is about a school trip where the Year 6 students go on a summer camp in this woods, but there are mysteries and scary, airy things going on, and I think there's like maybe missing children, and there's a whole like conspiracy, and it just sounds like a lot of fun. I think it might have aspects of the paranormal and monsters, so I'll see kind of how much that has influence in the story, but the whole idea of a summer camp and summertime and like the woods just goes perfectly together, I feel. Next and last 2 are kind of like literary and historical fiction. So this one is The Bleeding by Joanna Gustafson, and this is kind of the historical literary fiction spanning over a period of time. So we've got 3 eras, 3 women and 1 extraordinary mystery. We're following Belle in 1899, Lena in 1949 and Maxine in 2002. Delves into black magic, spiritualism, murder, secret societies, and these women have like a connection from like spanning across time, and I think it's going to be marvelous. It's got really tiny font from what I can remember, so I think it's going to take me longer than I expect, but I really feel like it's going to pack a punch. I personally really love, even if they're not like connected familiarly, it sounds like it's going to give what I love, which is generational family stories focusing on women, and this kind of gives that theme, especially loving the witchcraft aspect of it. And the last 5-star prediction for today's video is Radical Love by Neil Blackmore. And this is based on a true story. We are following a priest by day, but at night he kind of goes into the kind of darker, seedy aspects of society, basically like the forbidden love. he finds himself in this house where he is ordaining and performing marriages for same-sex couples, and he is falling in love with a man as well. And obviously there's a lot of tension and confusion and just this inner, I'm assuming, homophobia there, especially considering, you know, the time period, I'm guessing, and the fact that he's in the priesthood. There's going to be a lot of conversation there, and I'm really intrigued to see how that is handled, and I'm even more excited and intrigued by it knowing that it's based on a true story. It just sounds fantastic. So these are the 4 books that I am hoping will be 5-star reads for me, and I should be talking about them relatively soon, within the coming months at least. This one sooner rather than later, as I'm nearly finished with it. But anyway, that is it for this video. Do let me know if you read any of the books that I have talked about briefly here today. If you have any particular 5-star predictions you want to share with me in the comments, I would love to know. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I shall catch you in another video soon. Bye.